I want to bring in Majid Memon and Maxwell Pereira into the discussion. To you, Mr. Memon, first. The debate is whether this is a one-off or is it really reflective of the rot in the system. S.C. Mittal defending his profession very strongly, saying the system is fail-proof, the seal is always there on the sample, there is no way in the world anyone can change it. What's your experience been like, Mr. Memon?
No, let me make it very clear that you see what is the contribution of a ballistic expert's report or a chemical analyst's report in an important inquiry and trial. Now see, when we have cases of unnatural deaths, we have cases of random firing, we have cases of even rape, we have cases of drugs. Now these are all serious matters which ultimately land in court after the investigation is completed and the report is filed in the court. Now the report of the investigator depends upon the expert's opinion. When these things go to the ballistic report or for the chemical analysis report, it is the quest for truth and the expertise is sought. Now the expert reports is based upon what the expert does. If the expert manipulates, if the expert tempers, or if the expert substitutes a report or a substance, it causes enormous loss to the quest for truth and justice. It injures truth substantially, resulting in failure of justice. And this is precisely one fundamental reason. If there is corruption detected in our laboratories, it is indeed going to contribute a great deal in failure of justice, which unfortunately we often are confronted with. Now, I would not say in this particular case, in various forensic laboratories in our country, we find that the reports are either tempered, they are manipulated, or the substance is substituted. Even if there are panchnamas drawn and seals are made in the court, when the witnesses come, the truth is, through cross-examination, like skeleton, everything comes out. And important cases, either the culprits go scot-free or the innocents are unnecessarily punished. So in the best interest of our criminal justice system, we will have to ensure that there is no corruption in investigation, picking up of evidence job is concerned, then scrutinization of the evidence that the investigating agency collects, because it is the assisting bodies which are assisting the investigating agencies to get to the bottom of truth. And
that's a very important point. That's a very important point you're making, Mr. Memon.
And the court is assisted.
You're saying that in crucial cases you've seen how the system has been subverted to benefit the accused. Mr. Maxwell Pereira, most people would assume that it's the rich, the powerful and the influential who manage to subvert the system. However, our expose very worryingly shows you don't need to be very rich to be able to do so. Only 40,000 rupees can get you out of jail. It's not as if it's limited to just a few people. It seems the system is so corrupted that anyone down the line with a few thousand rupees to spare can get himself out. And the police have a very important role to play, because if the police doesn't collude, none of this is possible, Mr. Pereira.
I beg to differ there. I think there are any number of cases where the police have defied the forensic science report and said that this is not possible, and there have been re-examination by senior people and things like that, and there have been, whether it is the not only forensic science, even the not only the lab reports, even the post-mortem reports, so often there have been, I won't say collusion only, there have been negligence. There are reports that come contrary to facts. Even in this one, what is that, Sushil Sharma, the Tandoor murder case, there also the presence, we knew that the bullets have been fired, we recovered spare bullets, we recovered empties from the scene of crime, and the doctor opined that there were no bullets. And then a second board then discovered the bullets embedded in the spinal column. And like this, there are any number of aberrations. By true collusion, when it happens, as has been said by the speakers before me, especially Justice Khan and Mr. Memon, it is very, very clear that we are, after all, human beings. There is the right stock, there is the corrupt and the incorrect stock. There are people vulnerable, there are people who can succumb to the greasing, and this is how things happen. I mean, not only this, you are talking of cases when it comes to that only. In narcotic cases, there was the matter of, I remember, there was what can I say, award of incentive. There were incentives given for recovery of narcotics. Now that incentive was dependent on the purity or the percentage of the narcotic drug, and even to that, to get that report, there were allegations always. The officers is to come and say, the labs are asking for money, you all get the reward, what is there in it for us? I won't cast aspersions on everyone, but things happen.